Hi viewers, so let's start today's video. This is the video I'm recording on 8th of May. I have released yesterday's video slightly late, so don't get confused guys. These are two separate videos, yesterday and today. And today we know what has happened in the last 1 or 2 hours in the markets. We have seen sharp selling in the Indian markets, and we all know it's because of the India-Pakistan war, or let's say India-Pakistan tensions growing on the border, and that is why the market reacted very sharply post 2 o'clock today. And we saw VIX getting close around 14% higher. At one point of time during intraday, the VIX was lower by 2%, but eventually after this news, we saw a very sharp increase in VIX and it was around 14% higher, which means a lot of puts have been bought, a lot of hedges has been bought for the event, which is slightly growing in bigger size, the way India and Pakistan reacting to the Operation Sindhu of late. Now, what has happened, why it has happened, and what can happen further? Let's just discuss those things. So we all know that Operation Sindhu was conducted by India, in which we have targeted 9 locations of terrorist camps, and nothing major destruction was done. Only the terrorist camps were attacked. We have not attacked any civilians or the military establishments of Pakistan. And we have already told to the various news channels and various international forums that whatever Indian attack has been done, it was non-escalatory in nature. But after the attack, I think Pakistan have retaliated again, and the retaliation was happening from yesterday evening onwards, where heavy shelling was done on 15 cities of India, and even missile attacks were attempted. However, India has been responding very bravely to it, and as of now, nothing major damage has been done to the Indian cities or Indian citizens. Yes, we have lost around 15 civilians. That is what the reports have been telling. But no major setbacks have been seen on the Indian establishment as such. S-400 missiles have been used to defunk the missiles or drone attacks from Pakistan. And we have also dislodged completely the air defense system in Pakistan in Lahore. That is completely pulverized. It is completely brought to earth in particles, completely destroyed. The lot of meetings of Mr. Modi or the cabinet meetings have been done continuously today. Even yesterday meetings were done post Sindoor. Today also high level review meetings have been conducted. These are being chaired by Mr. Modi and our defense ministers and other ministry, other cabinet ministers, all are involved. And I think it is looking like that the Pakistan wants to escalate a little on this war. This is what we are seeing as of now. This is what the market didn't like, and we saw a sharp sell-off. Now the question arises, why the market were not responding yesterday, or why were they closed in green yesterday, and why they are reacting today? So guys, this is the beauty of the market. Day before yesterday, we had a sharp fall in Bank Nifty, around 700 points, and around 125 points on Nifty. This happened in last 1.5 hours of closing on day 4 yesterday. This was because people were aware, the market was knowing that off late in the late night, some kind of surgical strike kind of attack is going to happen on Pakistan. The market knew that. That is why those little selling off was done in the last 1 or 2 trading hours of day 4 yesterday. Those attacks were done, market was knowing it, and the shorts got covered yesterday because it exactly happened as what the market was expecting, or let's say what market was knowing. But this, what is happening now, this was not in the price. This was not expected. This is something which is happening extra from the last 2 surgical strikes, whether it is Balakot or whether it is Uri strike. That time we had a surgical strike, we did an operation, and from next day onwards, everything was closed, everything was cooled. Nothing was happening, no escalation in Pakistan. Nothing happened. In fact, they continuously tried to denounce, or let's say they continuously told that no attack has been done on their soil at all. But this time the problem was different. Why? Because India has attacked 4 locations inside Pakistan. We have crossed international borders this time. Although the attack has been surgical, but why it is pinching to Pakistan is because, first of all, the attack has been done inside 100 kilometers of Pakistan border and very close to Lahore. So they are thinking this is a major assault to their image. It's a major provocation, and it is something which they cannot digest or they have to retaliate. Now, what is happening inside Pakistan? There are two camps. So the political fraternity, they don't want the war to escalate. They want to close it with India as fast as possible. But the military establishment, which actually dominates the course of action, which dominates the decision making in Pakistan, they want to take revenge. They want to show to the world they are not weak, and they are absolutely over. They are just overriding all the decisions of the political fraternity, and they are taking their shots. That's the problem. That's the problem this time. That first, this time it's not surgical. We are seeing a retaliation for Pakistan. Second, this time you attacked inside Pakistan. And third, as usual, the army of Pakistan is dominating their political fraternity, and that is why the actions and the decisions are being taken by army, not by the political fraternity there. Now, if something happens of that sort, India has to retaliate. That's for sure. If those kind of things happen and the war escalates, which I think it can, why I'm saying it can, because first there'll be supporters of Pakistan as well. So Turkey and especially China, they will start supplying arms to China to Pakistan. Pakistan has ammunition for fighting to India at least for 8 to 10 days. So 8 to 10 days, they anyways have full ammunition to fight with India, which means even if India tries to attack, Pakistan can also cause damage to India. That is very important. If you have ammunition, whatever strong you are, you take example for, let's say, between Ukraine and Russia. Yes, Russia is multi times more powerful than Ukraine, but has Russia not suffered? They have suffered. They've lost soldiers, they've lost tanks, they've lost missiles, they've lost everything. So even with a weaker country, if they have ammunition, they will hit you. We will have some kind of damage here also, which will going to happen. Now, if China and other countries start supporting Pakistan and they start supplying some more arms, then this war can further continue. Although there will be a lot of international pressure now on India as well and with Pakistan to close the war. But China will never want that. China will want that India should become weaker. They will want India should fight with Pakistan. It's actually advantageous to them. In the time where China is being sidelined by the entire world, and especially by US by the tariff war, it's a blessing in disguise for them, because even the foreign investors will now try to shy away from India until this tension starts to recede or to come to a stable condition. That is why China will never want this war to stop. So they keep on supplying arms to China, to Pakistan. And if Pakistan is getting arms, then they will have full value, full ammunition to continue the war, because they have nothing to lose. They have been hit inside the country. Now they have nothing to lose. Their face saving is when they also hit some establishments inside India. Now, air defense system Lahore being continuously destroyed, pulverized, that is again a major shame to a country like Pakistan, because you can't let your military establishment being attacked. See, whatever news is coming, at least in our channels, maybe it is filtered, maybe some of the news are blocked, which I think it is. Then probably Pakistan is also attacking our military establishment. That is why I think high level meetings are going on, and I will not be surprised that I think some damage has already been done to India. It is not coming in the news, it is being hidden, it is being screened, but facts will remain facts. I think otherwise India will never attack the air defense system of Lahore. See, if they are attacking on our borders, if heavy shelling is going on our borders, India will retaliate accordingly. We will also put our shelling inside the Pakistan borders. That keeps on happening. That's a normal routine thing. Why will India attack their air defense system in Lahore? Which means the escalations are already there. This is what the market did not knew. This is what the market came to know after post 2 o'clock, when first news came that drone attacks have been conducted by India inside Karachi, Rawalpindi, and Lahore. Then a flurry of news started coming that India destroyed the air defense systems, S-400 has been used, Pakistan is also attacking India, and all those things. Now, what will happen further from here on? So, two things. If the war continues, we will see exodus, or we will see now selling from FIAs. See, I don't know what DI is. They might like to buy from the lower level. So let's say from whenever FIs are selling. But FI will sell now, because FIs are not priced in this kind of tension between India and Pakistan. They were thinking, ठीक है, there might be some kind of small surgical strikes and things might settle down. But if it is full-fledged war, or let's say close to a full-fledged war, then I think Indian economy will be hit. It will not be easy because a lot of funds are diverted, a lot of other important decisions are kept on hold. A lot of money which is going to go actually in the infrastructure will start going towards defense spending. According to me, this will bring in a knee-jerk reaction as it has brought today, and we might see some more pain if the war further escalates. Now, you might say that in Kargil it did not happen. See, Kargil was completely different. That time, Sensex on Nifty was around 1100 points. You can't compare 1100 point Nifty with 24,000 kind of a Nifty. And anyway, we're sitting on the higher levels of our range. I've been continuously telling you that we are actually exhausted in terms of our valuations. On exhausted valuations, if you're getting a news of war, it's a perfect recipe for sell. See, FIs ke paas, so there are 50 locations where they can invest their money, right? Today again, there's a news in US that US is trying to announce, or let's say Mr. Trump will be announcing a major deal with some country. The reports are saying it is UK, which I think it will be, which means that US has already started signing deals with the countries. Although it's a sham, it's nothing should be feel proud of, nothing should be feel, you should not thump your chest, Mr. Trump, because of this, because the UK is one country where there's a trade surplus of UK with America. It's not trade deficit of America. So we should not thump their chest. It's a very straightforward deal. जब आपका import when your export is less and import is more in terms of UK, then what is the issue making a deal? So I think the auto tariffs and other tariffs or steel or aluminum will come down on UK. That is what is being expected. And in turn, things will continue for US because anyway, it's a trade surplus for US. Nothing to get harmed. So the first country, but nothing to thump the chest because it's already in trade surplus. But so what I'm saying is, people will still, FI will start seeing that, okay, let me put my money again in US. That might be a trigger because we were sitting on higher valuations of our range anyways, and we're getting this news. So we might see some selling off. And anyways, we have decisively breached 24,200 today, which was a positional stop loss. And I think all the long should have been cut by now because although the average closing would have become higher, I don't know because I started recording this video at 325, but eventually you have broken down 24,200 decisively, which is your stop loss for all long positions. Now, if the market breaches those levels, you can again enter the market. But as of now, long position should be cut off. We have a major support at 23,800. Let's see, we are able to support that. We are able to save that. If that is saved, then again we'll enter into a bull run. The important level according to me is 24,000, which is a small support, but 20,800, which is a very, very big support. If that is saved, we can again take long positions. If that is breached, then I think we are looking for another major pain for around 800 points or so that we have to wait and see. But don't get carried away that in Kargil war, the markets are plus, so we should get some plus. We should not be worried by this war in this time also. It's not like that. First of all, we are highly into, this is a bigger market now, and some kind of damage always happens to your GDP growth or your expenses, your overall expenditures, etc., all budgets, etc. These all gets hit because of the wars, and it definitely brings down many companies' expenditure, or some of the orders will be kept on hold. Defense expenditure will anyways go up, which means that the capex will have to cut down. So things do matter. As of now, it's very difficult to assess what damage can be done for anybody. So as of now, it's time to sit on sidelines, which I was anyways been telling you a lot of time. Book your profits. You should not look for the last 300, 400 points. It has no juice. It will not give you an advantage. So I don't know whether it's a big opportunity in terms of buying or not. Maybe today evening itself or night itself we see some kind of cooling down. We don't know. As of now, it's better to sit on the sidelines, observe what is happening in India now. See, we saw a major selling today in our currency also. We were at one point of time 20 paisa up. From 20 paisa up, actually we were 90 paisa down. So major selling has been happened today in a currency also, which means some kind of major outflow has also started happening from India. So be very careful. It's a time to VIX is higher, your rupee is getting damaged, or is being sold off very aggressively. The fall was very sharp, and if some kind of escalation continues for 1 or 2, 3 days, we might see a sell-off. Anyway, we were stretched in terms of valuation. We were on the upper range, and this was not in the price. The surgical strike was in the price. Market was knowing it. It is going to happen. That is why market was resilient. Market was never reacting to it. People were selling. People were nervous, but the market was not nervous. Every day we were getting buy figures from FIs and DIs. But I will not be surprised now that we'll see some exodus of money from FIs also, and it's rightly so. So better guys to sit on sidelines, see what is happening on India Pakistan. Nothing else you should see now apart from India Pakistan. I can talk to you about Fed things also what happened yesterday. Very briefly, I'll talk to you about all those things. Although you would have read. So Fed has told that we are unclear on inflation. We are seeing signs of stagflation. It will lead to unemployment. It will lead to a lower GDP growth. So Mr. Fed is absolutely worried on the US economy going forward. Why the futures are reacting today of US? That is because the news which, or let's say 10:30 in their morning time, Mr. Trump will be announcing that. For that, I think the futures are up. But again, I told you it's just a false thumping on the chest because the country can be UK, which actually trade surplus. But forget about everything now. Just focus on India, Pakistan. That is what will drive the markets for 1 or 2 days, 2, 3 days. Tomorrow, anyways, is a Friday. I don't think market will take any chance whatsoever to close in green tomorrow. Market will be worried. Tomorrow can be one more sell-off day because we are entering into a weekend. We'll have Saturday, Sunday in place. If the war does not settle down, which I think it will not, then tomorrow can be another day of major sell-off. So be careful. Take your hedges if you're in the still in the long position. Although you should not. Actually, I would really suggest that you go out of your long positions. Be very careful. It's a time to sit on the sidelines. Don't do short. Don't do long. But sit on the sidelines. Sit on the sidelines. That's the time to. This is the actual advice which I'll give to all the investors. Just sit on the sidelines and observe what is happening between India and Pakistan, how it is heading, and then take a call. Anyways, I'll be there every day to guide with whatever limited knowledge I have. So my views, anyways, I'll be giving you, but there are other, so many factors. There are so many channels. There are so many of your advisors whom you can take advice as well. But my advice would be to sit on the sidelines. This is what I would advise. With this, I'll end my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks.